If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga.
Hey, the shit you were telling baby about P is like trying to break up a family.
No, but from my point of view, the family was never a family. From my point of view, just being real. I told baby in Allure, inside the strip club, don't sign that deal with P. After I told P to sign them, because I thought people just gonna do the right thing. When I told P to sign little baby, I ended up finding out all the shit about the Migos, what he did with the Migos and shit, like the ownership and all that shit. I found out all that. Then I tell Wayne, like, hell no, don't sign with P. Hell no. Hell no, don't sign with him. Inside the club, nigga, in the strip club, where we in this motherfucker supposed to be throwing ones and looking at females. I'm in this motherfucker having a heart-to-heart with Wham, my little brother. Hey, hell no, don't sign with him. Hell no. Not even saying P no bad nigga or none of that, but it's just like, he ain't my type of man. What I view as a man, he got some aspects that I view as a man. You know what I'm saying? He take care of his family. He do what he need to do as far as his close family, his real family. He take care of his real family. He take care of his kid. He a father to. If we go to prison for the rest of our life, whoop-de-doo. We go to prison, nigga.
What's good, ladies and gentlemen, man. Oh, man, cute, man. P had to get something off his chest with Thug, man, about the whole interview and all that, and telling baby not to sign with him because of the whole situation with the Migos, man. I'm just like, bro, the Thug character, man, is so crazy to me, man. I'm almost had to agree with Rollo that he's been trying to turn everybody against one another, man. Speaking of everybody business on them jail phones, man. Now everything out to the public. It's so messy, bro. Disgusting work, man. Then my whole thing with Thug, man, he in a whole nother grown man business. Ain't got no business with you. Then P had to say his piece on Holmes, bro. I would have got me, what is it, 30 million, you know what I'm saying? P talking crazy to him. But my whole thing with P is this, man. Why even entertain this Young Thug stuff, man? It's crazy as heck, man. P is a regular citizen, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's, you know what I'm saying? Entrepreneur businessman. He's a regular citizen, man. He has nothing to do with this YSL, Rico, and all this crazy stuff Thug's spurring out of his mouth, man. A bunch of man, that's a bunch of crazy work, man. That's all I gotta say with that Young Thug, man. Young Thug is so adamant about P being a rat and a snitch. It's like, bro, save it, bro. You was in the interrogation room for 2 hours. You just did another 2-hour interview, Big Bank and them boys. Like, come on, man. You do a lot of talking, man, for to be talking about another man snitching and talking, bro. Man, a regular citizen, bro. This the thing I always don't like, bro. People, when they found, this is the thing, Lil Scrappy, man. I'm like, bro, what the, like, this is what I be saying about these people, man. They followers, bro. Lil Scrappy, come out. If you ain't been through it, man, and you ain't did the street life, you can't say this and that. Dude, can y'all stop being weak and just look before these cameras, say, bro, hold yourself accountable. What, Lil Scrappy, man, bro, save it, bro. I thought he was gonna get on the internet and say something real. He got on the internet, if you ain't been through the street life or you ain't do this and that. Like, bro, we don't want to hear that. We want you to say, hold yourself accountable, bro. Stop that weak stuff. Y'all boys weak out here, man. Y'all need grown men to talk to y'all. Y'all weak out here, man. No, bro. It ain't no, if you ain't been, no, bro. You talking about you a top gangster, bro. A general, a mob boss. Jay-Z said in his lyrics, bro, made man ain't supposed to be talking, bro. In the mob, you do not speak at all. You know this. Oh, man, they asked me about them names, and then it ain't like I just brought their names up. Does it matter? Your mouth should have been quiet, bro. 2 hours of information, bro. Flipping and flopping. Okay, now, let me break this down. Do I think Thug was in his right mind? No. And I'm going to tell y'all a little story, bro. Just follow me for a second. I always feel like this, bro. People habits gonna always overpower loyalty and love. Remember what I said. Listen to what I'm saying. People habits gonna always overpower loyalty and love. They junkies and messing with all this medication they taking. I don't believe Thug was in his right mind when he was in there. I don't believe he ever was in his right mind. These guys be on a lot of stuff, man. But you still gotta be held accountable. We know you on your right mind. We know you always loaded. We always up. You know what I'm saying? We know. But we still got to hold you accountable, bro. You talking all this P this and P that. We got to hold you account. 2 hours is crazy work, bro. Not just that. We got 3 years of audio. How many hours y'all think that is of just talking, bro? Crazy on people, bro. For no reason, bro. These people catching strays for no little dirt catching stray. This person catches stray. You dig what I'm saying? It's like, how much of this foolishness gonna have to happen, G, before a realization of I have to hold myself accountable for every move and every action that I commit out here. Give you an example, man. Went to school with this guy, right? And every time we would have little fights and get into stuff, he'll go to the office and he would write statements. I would go in there with never write statement. He used to joke me all the time. Man, that's because you can't read and write. That's why you don't be writing those statements. So I'm talking to my peoples, right? We grow up now. It was like elementary, middle school. He used to always write statements when he got in trouble. As a grown man, bro, he get into some real stuff. What you think that guy did? Wrote statements, set guys up. And then in my city, I see a lot of people, because of his popularity, I see people taking pictures of. See my man, see like, man, that's my cousin, man. His cousin was a whole rat. You know what I'm saying? Then my mans, I remember this man, kind of broke his heart, man. Fake DMX looking dude, right? He used to always tell me, man, he the hardest dude in the street. He gangster, bro. He used to tell me this, man. I would listen to him like, yeah, word. All right, cool. He used to tell me all this stuff. This dude was so hard. He gangster, bro. Same dude he kept calling gangster. Same dude he kept praising was the same dude that tried to set him up and rat on him. Baby mama trying to get him locked up, getting people addresses out. Oh, he ain't the only one going to jail, but he was supposed to be a top gangster. He supposed to have been a real soldier. He supposed to have been really for the streets. A rat. But let me tell you why he was a rat. Peel it back. Peel it back. Peel it back a little bit. Let's tell you why he was a rat. Ladies and gentlemen, man, I say this from the bottom of my heart. When you dealing with junkies, they're going to put their habit before you. Loyalty and love don't matter when you're dealing with a junkie. And this guy was a junkie. Both of these guys, that one I went to school and this other guy was both junkies. And they put their habit before their loyalty. And they snitch. And I still see a lot of people that's supposed to be top gangsters, certified guys out in the neighborhood. They hang with the rat. They take pictures with the rat. The rat is on Facebook. They with the rat all the time, bro. And that's why I say the streets is gone. Because I literally see these guys taking pictures, multiple pictures with this rat. And I just be sitting back like, damn. The code don't mean nothing when people got popularity. And people really got love for these individuals. They be like the women in the environment, they want you to snitch on the other guy. They want you to rat on them. And they're going to still celebrate you being in the club popping bottles with you. And you a whole rat and a junkie. A whole rat and a junkie. And they're going to still praise you. Streets gone, man. And I'm talking about, I see this with my first eye. Like I told you, this fake DMX guy. Oh, my people. Oh, man, he's a gangster, bro. He really gangster. Listen, that nigga was a junkie, man. He a junkie, man. He was a junkie. I don't say nothing. I be sitting by listening to them talk, praise these individuals. The man was a junkie, man. So I knew he was going to rat. I knew he was going to snitch. His old lady a junkie, too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they won't no, you ain't had to tell me no other stories. Once I know you a junkie, I know you can't be trusted. You a junkie. And they got lined the fuck up. Fucking with them junkies. So I'm just being real, man. Keep fucking with them junkies out here, man. Oh, it's all cool to do this and do that. All this medication. Okay. Just know before you know what your boy telling you right in your face. Them junkies gonna put their habit before loyalty and love. Them junkies gonna put their habit before loyalty and love. So if they on all that medication, they not gonna do no time for you. They gonna rat. They gonna tell. They gonna be an informant. They gonna call your phone. They gonna come to your house. Cause they junkies, bro. They can be the flyest junkie with the best Jordans and designer on. They junkies, bro. And junkies gonna do what junkies do. Go with they habit. They habit is being a junkie. So when I look at Thug, I know he was on all type of medication. And I know he wasn't in his right mind when he was in them courtrooms and stuff like that. Sober, he wouldn't have never said nothing. But he's on too much medication to be even in a courtroom or any of that. But it's like, where's the people at to hold him down? He probably kicking them around. People like, nah, bro, you ain't going in that room, bro. Nah, bro, you ain't in your right mind, bro. You ain't in your... Man, that man Thug won't... I really believe him being sober in them cells like that is really what caused him to be on the phones like that. Because he was on all the medications. Him in that court, I'm holding him accountable. I know he won't in his right mind. You can listen to the interview and tell the man wasn't in his right mind, G. He's on all these medications, bro. He ain't in his right mind, but we still got to hold him accountable. He's still in that rat category. But I know you on the medications, all these medications. I know you ain't in your right mind. I know. See, that's the thing people got to understand, bro. Everybody's tolerance level is not the same. Some people can be really messed up and still be normal. And other people can be really messed up and make a lot of slip-ups. And I heard when he was talking in the room, Thug didn't even have to tell Banks that he wasn't all the way there. We know. We done seen hella interviews with Thug and seen he wasn't all the way there. All that medication, bro, and them taking, bro. We know. Everybody in the public know. But we're going to got to go by your standards of what you said, though. That's what we got to go by. Gunna. His lawyer did tell him to do that. And his lawyer did tell him that nothing was going to happen to you. Because nothing happened to you. But I get where Thug was coming from. When they was doing the trial, they had the little kids and everybody did YSL helping the community, this and that. They was doing all of that. I remember Thug's putting money on people's books and all of that. Right? He was doing all that good work out there. I remember that. You know what I'm saying? I remember Thug's doing a lot of good work in the community. I remember that. I ain't going to forget it. I remember. But my whole thing with this, I don't know what kind of medication Gunna was on that was causing him to say, forget loyalty and love. But he had love. He just was like, I got to get out of here. I can't take it no more. Thugs had to ride the whole thing out, man, with feeling like the whole world is collapsing on him. Off of coming off all the medications. I can imagine how crazy he was feeling in there. Truthfully. See, y'all not really seeing the true nature of a person on all the medications. This is what happened when they on all the medications. They get to talking and saying all that. If you out of it all the time and all of a sudden you become sober, can you imagine that? That's crazy, bro. That is crazy. Just get sober all out of nowhere now. That will mess you up bad. That's why I say when it comes to that junkie work, be careful. They might be gangster. They might be the cleanest gangster out there. But if they junkies, bro, that'll be the end of the road for you if you ever do any criminal activity with them junkies. That's it for you. But I'm out.